Hey YouTube, this is RoboNuts1 here, doing a DVD review on X-Men 3 The Last Stand. Obviously I have reviewed now the previous two. At the moment I do not own any of the prequels. So, that's why I'm only reviewing the trilogy at this point. I deviate. So, X-Men 3, takes place, after, like, a couple of, I imagine it to take place, like, a few months after, the events of X2, with, Professor Xavier, with, Scott Summers deeply traumatized by the events of losing Jean Grey. Also, a new team of X-Men are being trained to combat threats, with the humans now on the X-Men stand, the X-Men side. The story has... The story is based off the astonishing X-Men Volume 1, called Gifted, and, the Dark Phoenix saga, which, X-Men 2 sort of gave us the vibe that it was heading in that direction. Which is good and bad. The Gifted side of the story, I felt, kind of worked and it kind of didn't. X-Men 2, sort of gave us the hints that there were other people working against mutants to bring about, this war that, Magneto had talked about. This film didn't really have any of that, unfortunately. It had the peaceful times, but the movie acted like they weren't. Like, you have Beast, who makes a return, who is introduced in the movie as a diplomat. You know, to me that sounds like mutants are slowly being accepted into society. Well, but the movie acts like mutants aren't accepted into society. We also have Bolivar Trask, who created the Sentinels, but the Sentinels weren't used. We saw a Sentinel in the beginning that hinted towards Days of Future Past, but we didn't actually see it. We have to wait till next year for that. Why days? Yay! So Magneto creates an army to storm Alcatraz and defeat the mutants. Destroy the mutant cure, which is intriguing because Magneto, because the movie introduces the mutant community as a whole. So we have the human factor and the mutant cure. But the film feels very, very disjointed. I think it doesn't help that Bryan Singer left the trilogy to do Superman Returns, because the movie doesn't feel in canon with what he set up. However, I think the movie isn't as bad as everyone says it is. Because, it's still enjoyable to watch. It's just, it has issues that kind of prevent it from being anything spectacular. And it does seem, and if you have to have a movie just to erase another continuity and retcon it, then you have a serious problem. Because that's all Days of Future Past is trying to do, is trying to retcon this movie and the Wolverine origins, so that the saga has a, can make sense. Also, we get the deaths of two major characters, Cyclops and Professor X, which both cause problems. Cyclops shouldn't have died in this story. Some people like Shades at Night have said that Cyclops gets shafted, and he does. There is no reason why Cyclops couldn't have been in this film more. And there's no reason why this film, because this film is actually shorter than the previous two, which unfortunately hinders the story. We also get Angel, who is one of the first mutants, not in this continuity, but in the comic books. But he's more of a cameo, and he, they just threw him in there just to have Worthington Labs and his father in there. He makes no real impact to the story. So it just weakens, his character has no real point to it. He's just there. Which unfortunately is what happens to a lot of, from X-Men 3 Origins, and I think maybe Days of Future Past, where characters just aren't needed. But yeah, this film is watchable, so yeah, it's watchable, so yeah, this is me out, and I shall see you guys later. Bye.